Combination of, I can't read this far away. Are we filming? Do you want me to say things? Say words to the camera? The whiteboard paint is really cool. I just need to figure out how to end these things. Maybe that's it.
I met Honey Gold before she was Honey Gold. Before that money fold was thicker than all my hoes. You gotta know, yeah. You gotta know. You gotta know. You gotta know. You need to know. 6-figure women sucking for that seventh. I've been searching for the reverend, asking how to word the severance. Please, you gotta know. You gotta know.
What's up, everyone? We just got out to my good friend Dr. Ryan Lowery's Applied Science and Performance Institute out here in Tampa, Florida. Jackie's sitting here at the beach. We got bunnies running around, but it's all good. We're out here to get our metabolic rates tested and to see how we can optimize our efforts and our body composition, our energy, our brain health, and all these wonderful things that we're putting so much energy into. And it's really just my perspective of, we have a plan, but if you don't know where you're starting from, it's going to be very difficult, near impossible to get to where you're trying to go. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to figure out what our baseline is, where we're starting from, and how we can move forward in the best way. So we're really excited to see what's all in there. I've been there a couple times, but these guys haven't yet, so I'm really excited to show them and to see what we got in store for us today. And then yeah, we'll keep you guys posted. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
Y'all don't see, y'all don't hear me though. Y'all don't know what y'all need to know. Y'all don't see, y'all don't hear me though. Y'all don't know what y'all need to know. Y'all don't see, y'all don't hear me though. Y'all don't know what y'all need to know. Y'all don't see, y'all don't hear me though. Y'all don't know what y'all need to know.
What's up, guys? We are at the Applied Science and Performance Institute. My good friend Dr. Ryan Lowery helps run this facility. He's one of the founders of this facility with Dr. Jacob Wilson. And we're here to get a lot of testing done. So we got our BMR, which is our basal metabolic rate, which is how many calories we burn a day at rest just to stay alive. We did a DEXA scan, an in-body scan to see our muscle mass, our body fat mass, our water weight, our skeletal bone mass, all those things. And then we did a cognitive function test, and we're going to do a second cognitive function test after Pruvit's exogenous ketones. I use the raspberry lemonade NAT with a little bit of mitoplex in there, not a little bit, a whole package. But it's really interesting because we're able to see where we're at with all these different baselines, our starting points currently. And then we're able to set goals moving forward and really have a better understanding of where we are and how we can move forward. Because it's one of my beliefs, like, unless you know where you're starting, it's kind of hard to figure out where you are on the map to get to point B. So you got to figure out where point A is and then figure out how to most effectively and efficiently move towards point B, because we can kind of go one way and maybe go like this to get to point B, or we can go straight there, figuratively speaking. So that's what we're doing today, and we're getting some really interesting results and just really getting the data that we need. And it also brings me to my other point about not chasing numbers, and like, numbers aren't end all be all, because two different machines doing the same type of testing show slightly different results. And then a week prior to the same test, same machine has different numbers, and it's just 1 week difference. So it's just really interesting to not get fixated on numbers, but get an idea of where you're at and then how to move forward, looking at the net effect, the long-term changes. And so that's what we're doing today, and I'm really grateful to be here. And yeah, what's next? We got some other stuff coming. I already mentioned it, so I think that's that. I just need to figure out how to end these things. Maybe that's it.
This life has gotten so deep, it seems. It all started with a walk down the street, and down the street was a dream I was determined to find. And that dream I searched to find made me one of a kind. See, little Tommy dreams and roller stays up to chase it. My complex urges all merged, this life is basic. Growing up without it all, I should've known. Even when you famous, you still just all alone.
All right, so my name is Rod Geith, the sports scientist here at ASPI. We're in the ASPI in Tampa. First thing we did here was a body composition test with DEXA. Measures body composition, your bone mass, muscle mass, and fat mass, and gets it segmented between right and left arm and right and left leg. Kind of helps us, holds us accountable as well as the client accountable on the progress that they make. Next test we did was a metabolic test, kind of gets your resting metabolic rate, how many calories you burn at rest, and as well as what fuel source you kind of go ahead and use predominantly while at rest. And the final test we did was a cognitive test called the right eye to kind of see how well your eyes work together to track objects at various speeds and as well as being able to fixate and focus for a certain amount of time.
He has actively 4 brain tumors and has been using a ketogenic diet, ketogenic therapies, supplementing with exogenous ketones, really to help manage that, and has seen tremendous success so far.
How long are you diagnosed?
The first surgery was 2009. And then had gamma knife radiation 2012, and then the third diagnosis was February 2017, and then that's when I got serious, I say, about the ketogenic diet, and then no surgery or treatment, and then February this year was 2 years follow-up MRI and nothing.
So you've had 3 episodes of
3 diagnoses.
Yeah. First 2009.
So the first one was on the left side, and then the second one was 2 areas, one here. They grew back because when they got in there, it was wrapped around an artery and my optic nerve. And then the third diagnosis was 2 other ones on the opposite side. So I think it's like a genetic disorder. But my understanding of epigenetics slightly, and then ketogenic, and I was like, well, let's just try this out rather than having surgery.
You look great.
Oh, thank you.
You're doing really well.
Yeah, no, I'm doing great. I mean, I tell people, I'm like, if you looked at me, you wouldn't know.
No,
I just told you, but then also I don't let that mentally stop me, and that's why my doctor's like, yeah, as long as you're fine up there, I mean, mentally you'll be okay. So.
Traveling fast to a place you never seen. Boy, the famous right below. Just close your eyes and walk the beam. I used to look around the room to search for why. Now I float up to the sky and comfort clouds as they cry. Hey, who would've thought I'd build a sound to get rich? And when I finally meet this karma, do you think she'll go and switch? But life never really pans the way you plan. And depending how you land, it takes a man to understand. Hey, we all one, we all change. Watch the world as we find our way. We all one, we all change. Watch the time as it fades away. We all one, we all change. Never settle for the things you know. We all one,
Hey guys, Dr. Ryan Lowery here at ASPI. The Applied Science and Performance Institute had Josh Perry BMX coming today, so we did a whole bunch of testing, literally put him through the entire gamut. Body composition, where we did a DEXA and in-body, looking at full body composition, lean muscle mass, fat mass, body fat percentage. Guy's lean, mean. No, he's actually really nice. But we also did metabolic testing. So what was your BMR at? 1,800 calories. So like just at rest, he's using 1,800 calories, which is awesome. And then we did cognitive tests, which was really cool because we did one test just to start, just without anything inside of the system. And he did well, but then you took, what did you take?
Pruvit NAT, raspberry lemonade.
Raspberry lemonade NAT, and significantly improved by like 10 points. So pretty cool. So we put him through the entire gamut. We're gonna have to get him back down, do way more cool stuff and filming for you guys, but that's a return. What were your thoughts?
Oh, this is awesome. Like I said before, like knowing where we're at, and then allows us to move forward more efficiently and effectively, and be able to go through the ASPI experience is something I've been looking forward to for a while. So
awesome, brother.
I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming, man.
Yeah. Thank you.